Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we aren't just talking about sports. We are talking about the end of an epoch. For 2 decades, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have dictated the pulse of global football. But as we look toward the 2026 World Cup in North America, the clock is ticking. This isn't just another tournament. It's likely the final chapter for the 2 greatest players to ever lace up boots. For athletes and fans alike, 2026 represents a crossroads. How did 2 men in their late 30s and early 40s maintain the elite physical conditioning required for the world stage? We're exploring the technical evolution, the physical toll, and the massive void their departure will leave in the beautiful game. Grab your gear. This is the breakdown of the 2026 final chapter. To understand the weight of 2026, we have to look at the sheer numbers. We are talking about 13 Ballon d'Or awards shared between 2 individuals, over 1,600 career goals combined. These aren't just statistics, they are benchmarks that have redefined what is possible in professional sports. For a fitness enthusiast, these numbers represent 20 years of peak physical maintenance. Ronaldo's obsession with recovery and Messi's unparalleled efficiency on the ball have set a technical standard that many believe will never be reached again. As we approach the 2026 milestone, the question isn't just if they can play, but if anyone can ever replicate this level of sustained excellence. The statistical gap between them and the next generation is still a canyon. How are they still here? At an age where most legends are 5 years into retirement, Messi and Ronaldo are still focal points. Ronaldo, at 39 going on 40, maintains a body fat percentage reportedly around 7%, utilizing cryotherapy and hyperbaric chambers to stay explosive. Messi has evolved his game, moving from a high-intensity winger to a surgical playmaker who covers less ground but creates more danger per touch. This is a masterclass in athletic adaptation. For the fitness-minded, this is the ultimate study in longevity. They've traded raw speed for elite positioning and recovery science. In 2026, Ronaldo will be 41 and Messi will be 39. The physical demand of a 48-team tournament will be the ultimate test of their career-long fitness regimes. The 2026 World Cup isn't just any tournament. It's the largest in history, spanning the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For Messi, who is already paving the way in MLS with Inter Miami, this is essentially a home game. The travel demands will be grueling: cross-continental flights, varying altitudes, and diverse climates. For Ronaldo, it's a chance to conquer the one continent that hasn't fully experienced his live match gravity. This expansion to 48 teams means more matches and less rest. For these 2 veterans, the logistical challenge is as significant as the tactical one. They aren't just fighting defenders, they are fighting the geography of an entire continent. The 2026 stage is designed for spectacle, and there is no bigger spectacle than the final bow of the Kings. Let's talk technicals. In 2026, we won't see the Ronaldo who dribbled past 5 players at United, or the Messi who embarked on 40-yard solo runs at Barca. Instead, we see the quarterback versions. Messi's passing accuracy in the final third remains above 85%, even under pressure. Ronaldo's aerial dominance, his vertical leap, is still a weapon that defenses can't solve. Their retirement will signal the end of the individual era and a shift toward system football. We are witnessing the last of the players who are bigger than the tactics. When they leave, the technical blueprint of a superstar changes. It becomes more about high pressing and collective work rates rather than individual moments of magic that defy logic. Their retirement isn't just a sporting loss, it's an economic earthquake. Messi's move to Inter Miami increased Apple TV subscriptions by hundreds of thousands in a single month. Ronaldo's move to Al Nassr brought the Saudi Pro League to global television screens. By 2026, their brand value will be at its absolute peak. We are talking about billions of dollars in jersey sales, broadcasting rights, and ticket premiums. When they retire, football faces a commercial vacuum. Who fills the marketing void? Brands are already scrambling to find the next phase, but how do you replace 1.5 billion combined social media followers? The 2026 World Cup will be the highest-grossing event in history, largely because it's the last time sponsors can use the Messi-Ronaldo rivalry. As the sun sets on the GOATs, the shadow falls on the next generation. Mbappe, Haaland, Vinicius Jr., and Jude Bellingham. These athletes are physical specimens, faster and stronger, but do they have the 20-year consistency? Haaland's goal-per-game ratio is historic, but can his body hold up for 2 decades? Mbappe has the World Cup pedigree, but can he sustain the global cultural icon status? The retirement of Messi and Ronaldo in 2026 will force these young stars to step out of the shadows. For 2 decades, they've had the shield of Messi and Ronaldo taking the pressure. After 2026, there is no shield. The fitness standards, the media pressure, and the tactical expectations will fall solely on their shoulders. The throne will finally be empty.
What happens to the fans? There's a psychological impact when the constants of your life disappear. For a 25-year-old fan, there has never been a world without Messi or Ronaldo at the top. This final chapter in 2026 will be an emotional reckoning. We see it in the way stadiums sell out in minutes just for a glimpse of them. The rivalry, which often turned toxic, is now turning into a collective appreciation. The 2026 World Cup will be a celebration of longevity. Athletes often struggle with the end, but Messi and Ronaldo seem to be curated for this exit. They are defining how to age gracefully in the most scrutinized sport on Earth. It's not just about winning the trophy anymore. It's about the dignity of the departure.
Retirement doesn't mean disappearance. We are already seeing the blueprint. Messi as a partial owner, perhaps following the Beckham model. Ronaldo expanding his CR7 empire into hotels, fitness, and potentially club ownership in Europe or the Middle East. Their influence will shift from the pitch to the boardroom. For fitness enthusiasts, expect their training methodologies to be codified into apps and academies that will train the next 100 years of players. Their retirement in 2026 is merely a transition from active legends to architects of the game's future. They won't be running the 40-yard dash, but they will be running the sport. Their legacies are secured, but their work in shaping football's business and physical culture is just beginning.